Good morning, all. Happy Tune-In Tuesday, and welcome to the Positive Energy Podcast with Marcy and Kelly. As you
Did
can
you want
see,
to redo that? I mean, that was like...
No, that's a great intro. Are you kidding? Marcy is in a great mood. We got good weather going
When am I
here.
not? And when I'm not,
I'm always
really
in a great mood, too. So, you know, come on. There's no reason to redo what is genuine.
True.
In our episode today, we are finishing off our 7 points for
dealing
smart ways
with
to deal with toxic people.
Horrid, tragic people.
From the post that Marcy's mom, Linda, hi Linda.
The lamb.
Yeah. So, we move on.
That.
We did points 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And again...
And the last 3 that we just did yesterday were...
We're doing 6 and 7 today, but let's just review them in case anybody missed. Point 1 was, leave them in the past. Move on. Point number 2... Stop pretending their toxic behavior is okay. It's not. And that is very, very critical.
Yeah.
Number 3, stand up for yourself. Toxic people will surprisingly back down quickly because they do not like confrontation. Number 4, do not take their behavior personally.
Yeah, take it really personally.
No, don't do that.
Don't.
It's them, not you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like I say, that's their bag, man. Don't carry that. You got enough weight of your own. And then number 5 was set boundaries. Don't feel pressured to sit and listen to negative people.
Oh, I know, I can't stand that.
So, I mean, I think in our previous episode when we did 3, 4, and 5, you really gave us a poignant example.
There's so many
versatile, but it was again one that was associated with the work life.
Yeah,
and family and
personal
well-being. That whole 3 spheres that we're always talking about. So it was a great example. All right, so let's move on to number 6. This is one that when we originally read the 7, we both agreed, like, yes, you gotta have this. And that is forgive, but do not forget.
Yes.
You cannot learn from a situation if you
Plus, people
forget.
run over you, especially if you have that big heart or you enable them, which is, like, again, up that top of that list again. But, yeah, you
Speak
can't
to that
forget.
with the big heart because you do have a big heart. And, I know I try and strive for that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to be anybody's doormat. Like I said, I stand up very quickly for me and others.
Well, I've learned that. It took a little while, but
But having a big heart is a struggle.
Yeah, when you got that nurturing motherly thing going on, and and on top of that, you have just a passion to do whatever it is that you want to do, whether it's creative or some other field, and people like to take advantage of that with me. Can you give me some advice? And can you actually? I read something once from an acquaintance of mine that he posted on Facebook, and it was hilarious. He was this really, really phenomenal designer, and every time he'd come over to somebody's house for dinner or something, they'd be like, can you take a look at our recent project? It's like, did you really want me there for dinner, or did you want me just to pick my brain about this kind of creative? And he pointed that out. I'm like, that's so true. That's so true.
Yeah, for me, I'm I'm in full agreement with this. And especially that second part. You can't learn from something.
Yeah, unless you acknowledge and embrace it and identify
it.
And
that's why that's been my methodology about a person.
That and water off a duck.
Yeah, well, you got to make sure
we haven't said that randomly in a while.
That's right. That's right. And again, always keep gratitude, the attitude. I mean, these things they just keep coming back.
I never thought of that one. That one's good.
Yeah, keep gratitude, the attitude. But again, I always seek to learn and improve.
Yeah,
especially upon me.
And getting out of that comfort zone. And,
well, that's one of the ways you grow.
Yeah, and not be so defensive when people have
If you look at my Facebook page, it says I'm a work in progress.
We
constantly
all
working
are.
and ever progressing.
We all are.
For me, I think that's the reason why we exist. We exist to grow and develop into better people. So if my
to think, yes.
introspection and my own self-critique can't take in some of this, then I have to.
People aren't trying to bash you. I mean, we'd like to think they're not trying to bash
Definitely
you. People are critiquing.
No.
I mean, some people are just really phenomenal at it.
Well, I was just saying that in reference to the second point about learning from a situation. So even when it applies to myself, I have to forgive myself if I do something wrong.
Yeah, you can't be so
but by
hard
the same
on yourself.
token, I can't forget what it is that I've done.
And if you're still stuck, which brings us back to those other points, if you're still stuck in that past and not forgiving yourself and not acknowledging it but not forgiving yourself and just being so tough on yourself, you can't move forward either.
Correct.
So,
yeah. And again, it's always about the progress. All right. So point number 7. I dramatic pause on this one, please. Bow my head. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing already. don't overanalyze the situation.
Oh my God. I know.
Negative people often behave irrationally.
Very irrational individuals.
Which means you will waste time
and energy trying to prove to them and justify things when they just they can't see beyond what's in their face.
I just have to. I mean, don't overanalyze.
Because we all know
that is me all the way. Because I'm seeking the why. You got to get the answer to the why. I want to know the why.
And men, I'm sorry, are all about the solutions. Like my mother taught me that. And the women, they always say analyze, which is not true. That's a stereotype.
Yeah, but, those are stereotypes.
They're total stereotypes. But everyone is guilty and can fall into that. So it's really important to just kind of take your emotions. And I'm so putting it on you, but it's true.
Please do, because I had to learn that. In fact, one thing to say on this, coming from a guy's perspective, when it comes to the emotions.
Are we being sexist here?
No. Just giving you a lot of times, you know, I say this all the time. Embrace your emotions; they're yours. Claim them. You have a right to them.
And you know what I learned something
feel them fully.
Which is
what you do with the energy that you take from the emotion is a whole other thing. But don't deny the emotion
trust that
itself.
Internal compass. You really
Make sure
do.
you fully
if something
embrace
doesn't
that.
feel right, I'm totally talking
That's
over
okay.
you. If something doesn't feel right, chances are it's not. If you feel emotional about something, it's because someone made you feel that way. I mean, because I would try to validate it on behalf of someone else because they were my friend or this and that. No, they made me feel like crap. Like, you know what I mean? That hurt my feelings. So, yeah.
Acknowledge that. Yeah, and make sure you let them know that too. Where I was going was socially, you know, guys have been really, really taught to hide emotion.
Yeah.
To not embrace
be sensitive.
Emotion. Yeah, and I'm like, but man, you've been done a disservice. I'm telling you, everyone who's listening, please don't. That just dehumanizes you.
Yeah.
It desensitizes you. You
people are real and
we
they're
are,
scared to be vulnerable.
Very, very sensitive. I told you that's my greatest fear.
Scared to be
my
vulnerable.
My greatest fear is vulnerability to being hurt. I've mentioned it numerous times. I put it out there. You know, naturally, of course,
you manifest it
I'm
to the universe.
I'm a pretty pugilistic kind of guy. So if you come at me trying to hurt me, you're gonna be in trouble.
Oh, you and that alpha male thing.
No. I'm telling you. I told you right now. This is it. The brain and the pen. That's the best way to go. But really, embrace those emotions. It has taken me a long time to actually really, come to grips with the fact that, hey, you're an emotional being, very much so. And now I embrace that fully. You see the passion come out. That's why I have this bubbly personality. You see that come because it's real. That's I just have to be genuine, at least to me.
Yeah. Well, people that are not genuine, you can just smell them a mile away.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Even if we delude ourselves into believing that we can really fake the funk and push through the world,
fake the funk.
Yeah. You gotta get these. We can fake the funk and push through the world like, this is the real me. When in actuality, it's a whole different. That's just a mask. Yeah. You, the genuine you, will know. Yeah. No, man, that's a mask. So at the very least, be true to you. And I guess that ties in with the look at this, the overanalyzing thing again.
Yes, the overanalyzing. That's just basically recapping what we said.
I just I take it that hey.
Sometimes you just need a breather, just get away from it and not analyze it. And sometimes you have these epiphanies, like, you know what, I wasn't wrong, or I may have been wrong, but I'm so overreacting with this, or I really am in a bad place. So of course it's magnified and amplified. Whatever someone said to me that ticked me off, you know what I mean, that kind of thing.
But when it comes to the emotional side, sometimes we may be irrational, and the people that we may be dealing with are irrational. Just remember, that. You don't have to make sense of all of that. Honestly, don't even try.
No.
Understand that, okay, you're coming from an emotional space right now, and I recognize that.
So it's going to be warped.
Or if you're the one who's in that position, and then recognize that, hey, I'm in an emotional space right now, and I would encourage you fully, embrace it. The only way that we truly understand our emotions and the states that they take us to.
If we try and understand it.
Is
even if they're not pleasant.
Exactly. Even unpleasant ones. Is to fully embrace them and say, okay, these are mine. Claim
that
ownership.
Reminds me, there's this technique called, oh my God, is it brain spotting? I think it's called brain spotting, where it's like, I heard about this. If you feel uncomfortable with a situation, let's say over time, and you're just not in a happy place, you can actually find your happy place, literally almost like pinpoint it somewhere in front of you, like in a space, and then talk yourself to that, and then talk yourself to the uncomfortable. When you get uncomfortable, you bring yourself back. So you basically create your calm space, and then you create your uncomfortable, disruptive space, and you can toggle in between.
To gain the strength.
I think it's called brain spotting. I think it's called that. Yeah.
We'll look that up.
Really
write that down.
It's not mind mapping. I know mind mapping is, but brain spotting, I think it's called. It's like, it's used with children. It's used with adults. I mean, it's like, I heard it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta look it up again. But anyway.
Yeah. So, there we have our 7 points. Again, thank you, Linda Lambert, for giving us those. Please keep tuning in. We have some more stuff coming up.
And yes, we're working on the website still, so
yes, that is
up
coming soon.
My goal, and our goal actually, is to have it up in like 2 weeks. So it's just, we want to give you guys some really good content.
Very, very excited. We surely want to make sure we again express that gratitude.
That was very like therapeutic. Please tune in.
Hey.
Anyway, so I love light energy.
Bye.